A drop is a controlled lowering. I'm getting to the ground as quickly and efficiently as I can so that I can move out of it. Moving from one place to another, a straight line is a lot faster than a curve. If I'm jumping off of this, I'm going up, landing, coming back up, and then moving out of it. The first one we talk about is the slip drop. Anytime you hear slip, you think feet together, halfway off the box. If my foot is halfway off the box, it can slip off. I'm not jumping, I'm not hopping. I'm gonna squat down by bringing my heels to my butt, and as I get here and my feet start to slip out, I extend my legs to grab the ground. From here, I'm in a good position to move out of it. I didn't lower too much to where I have to come back up to move out of it. I'm not falling. I'm not lowering and then falling to the ground. I'm actively engaging my legs, slipping off, reaching for the ground, grabbing the ground and pulling it to me. The slip drop is great for things that are about hip height. If I start to go to something that's a little bit higher, like shoulder or chest height, I want to start to use what's called a slip step. Step tells me I'm going to put one hand down. From here, feet together halfway off, squatting, bringing my butt cheeks to my heels as I put one hand down, fingers facing in the direction I'm going, and I slip off, but use my hand to slowly lower me down so that when I land, I'm still in a position where I can move out of it. The next drop we want to talk about is the sit dash. With the sit dash, you're going to start from sitting, and then you're going to do what's called a dash, which is kicking and pushing. Now my feet are 5 feet off the ground. If I sit down, my feet are now 3 to 4 feet off the ground, a lot closer to the ground. With that dash, I'm going to kick my feet, not my knees. I'm not kicking here. Knees stay here. I kick with my feet as I push with my hands, get a nice good landing, able to move out of it. The last drop we want to do is going to combine all of it. It's the slip dash. Feet together halfway off. I'm going to squat down. This is really important that I bring my butt cheeks to my heels. I don't want to go here and try to touch with my hands because then all my weight goes forward and I could fall off. Feet together halfway off. As I squat down, bringing my butt cheeks to my heels, getting weight to my hands as I slip off, kick, push, and then I can move out of it. Utilizing your hands to get your legs closer to the ground before you leave the obstacle. That slip drop is pretty basic, feet together halfway off the box. The more I practice that, the more comfortable I get with it, I can start to use it in a more advanced way. Here I'm gonna actually slip into a slip to go right into that next slip. The more comfortable I am with that basic slip, the easier, the safer, the more comfortable I will be with that more advanced slip. Sometimes a slip will not get you far enough to be able to get to where you're trying to get to. If I'm here and I'm trying to land there, if I do a slip, I'm not gonna make it there. So I have to be able to lower myself through jumping and then controlling that landing. Again, as I do this, it's more of a controlled lowering. Even though I'm jumping, I'm not jumping up and coming down on it. I'm more jumping as I lower myself to it. And then controlling the momentum of that landing so that I don't fall off. Sometimes you're in a position where you don't have to stick it. You can maintain your momentum out of it. In this situation here, I can use that side Kong that we do in every warm-up where we scoop to the rail, jump our feet over, and then ground Kong out. So I jump, land, scoop, maintaining my momentum out of it. Again, the main idea about this is that we're maintaining our momentum. I'm jumping, and the momentum I create from my jump, I then maintain by scooping to my hands to get into that side Kong to then run out of it. It's 2 feet to 2 feet. I immediately scoop to my hands, immediately go to running out of it. We then transfer that side Kong into what's called a gallop. It's a form of quadrupedal movement that we utilize to disperse our energy and maintain our momentum on the ground. utilizing our hands to continue to move forward, controlling that lowering, controlling that fall. One of the things you can use is a line on the ground to simulate the rail so that as I'm falling this way, I'm using the correct hand, foot, just like we do with that side Kong here. Maintaining momentum while dispersing the amount of force that comes into your body. 2 feet to 2 feet, scooping immediately to my table, scooping immediately to my table. I'm gonna do that same thing I just did. Same thing we've been doing here closer to the ground, utilizing it to get down from 10 feet really quickly, really safely, maintaining that momentum.